Ay, yo sigo buscando por acá.
Saludos mi gente, estamos aquí en la noche 2 de SummerSlam, Know Your Raw Podcast. Y escuchan a Michael Cole como un loco hablando de Danhausen y que se caramba. Aquí está Ken McLaren, por supuesto, acompañado por
Olsen número 1. Vamos allá.
Bueno, ya sabemos que SummerSlam va a empezar con el number one contender match.
Lash legend and her husband Trick Williams lash in the
Vamos a
ladder
poner.
match. Trick defends his U.S. title against the man on the right, the returning Baron Corbin. The visionary Seth Freakin' Rollins wants the world title back. The championship he never lost.
Vamos a ver
He has to take it from this man. The world champ Roman
cómo
Reigns. The OTC is here.
queda
Rollins in the main event tonight at SummerSlam.
noche 2 de SummerSlam, después de una noche 1 completamente decepcionante.
Ven acá. Yo no noté algo anoche.
¿Qué no notaste?
Si en Ponce cago encima.
Pues eso está mucha gente haciéndose la pregunta.
Lo está diciendo, hay fotos por ahí, pero yo nunca me metí en eso.
Ahora no ha salido ninguna confirmación de que sí, eso fue lo que pasó, ¿no? Eventualmente sabremos. ¿Qué te pareció SummerSlam noche 1?
Espérate un momento. Yo le di una vez menos.
Muchacho.
Yo creo que es, pero yo creo que es C menos. Porque después empezó a ver bien. Las luchas que para mí quedaron buenas, que yo pensé, y esa es una que yo pensé que iba a quedar porquería. Fue la de Solo.
El Bloodline.
El Bloodline, esa lucha quedó, mano, Solo se la comió. Solo debe de quedarse así. No hay break con ese tipo. De verdad, se la comió. La lucha de CM Punk y Cody a mí me aburrió.
No,
De verdad me aburrió.
no. La de Io Sky y Liv Morgan arrancó el show tremendo.
Sí, pero después
Después fue la de Bloodline. Ya después de ahí, papi, en decaída se fue el show. El show se fue en decaída. La de Ova y Brock Lesnar, ¿qué duró? ¿10 minutos? Esa lucha no tenía por qué estar en Hell in a Cell.
yo dije, pues, será porque ya está viejo, Brock Lesnar.
Sí,
No dura como antes.
sí, no, definitivamente. Pero si tú sabes ya eso, porque el problema es cómo tú vendes la lucha. O sea, y Obafemi no me gusta como lo están poniendo.
¿Cómo?
Obafemi es indestructible. Dice, dale el título mañana en Raw.
Sí, sí.
Y ponlo a ganar de que 5 años corridos con el campeonato. Si con todo lo que le hizo Brock Lesnar, ¿cómo tú vas a pretender que nosotros creamos que, por darte un ejemplo, un Randy Orton le gane con un RKO?
10 years ago at SummerSlam, Finn Balor would win
Lo que me gustó de Brock Lesnar es que salió con las coderas como antes. Lo que le faltó salir fue con el calzoncillo, pero salió con el pantalón corto, pero le quedó bastante chévere. Y lo que hizo, lo que hizo al final, estuvo chévere, pero...
No, sí, todo esto estuvo chévere. Tú le diste C menos, yo le di un D menos al show. Las últimas dos luchas fueron decepcionantes, completamente. Voy a cerrar algo aquí.
La de Nick Aldis.
Para lo que fue, estuvo buena.
Estuvo buena.
No, hombre.
Ahí está saliendo Finn Balor.
Talked about Finn Balor hoping to win his first championship in a decade. Sami Zayn looking for an opportunity to regain the WWE Championship he lost back in July. Tonight, he goes one-on-one with Balor. #1 contenders match. If he wins the thing, can he just shut up already with all the complaints and excuses?
Michael Cole immediately castigated Sami Zayn, who has been a victim of numerous conspiracies against him. Let's not forget,
y ahí viene la porquería de Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, papá. Yo espero que... Yo predije que iba a ganar Sami Zayn. Pero yo espero que si gana Finn Balor, que desearía que gane Finn Balor, que le den el título. Ok. ¿Qué pasó ahora? Ya yo con que Nick Aldis.
But as you may have heard, I have been reinstated as SmackDown GM. And in an effort to call things down the middle and do what's best for business, I've made the executive decision to add a participant to this matchup.
¿Cómo va a ser? No, ¿por qué? ¿Qué? No, definitivamente se están yendo a la vuelta con él. Se está yendo a la vuelta con fastidiar a Sami Zayn. Todavía tú no estás viendo.
Y acá, pero acá se me va. Te digo, yo no sé qué pasa con ese canal. Que se me va.
Acaban de añadir a alguien a la lucha.
Much of a right to be upset about this decision. This is absolute lunacy. Look, I love Gunther to death. He's absolutely
Dime que Randy Orton.
No es Randy Orton.
However, this is simply unfair on Sami Zayn.
No es Randy Orton.
So this is a triple threat
Gentlemen,
match.
just one more.
¿Qué? ¿Qué? Van a añadir a otra más.
I didn't say I was only adding one more participant to this match. See, I made a second executive decision, and that was to make this a fair four-way match for the #1 contendership, which means we need one more participant.
Es un four-way. Diablo, no. ¡No!
No me digas nada, no me digas nada. No me digas nada que aparezca aquí arriba. Se me fue la señal. No me digas nada. No me digan nada. Nada. No estoy viendo nada ahora. Se me fue arriba. Sigo con Gunter. No me digas nada. Nada. Cae la madre el lucha. No me sale.
Triple H dijo, todo el mundo dijo que SummerSlam Night 1 fue una basura. Tengo que empezar candente.
What the hell, Cole? Kevin
Sami Zayn es una mierda, para el carajo, Sami
I thought he
Zayn.
had a broken neck. I thought his career was in jeopardy.
Obviously, Sami Zayn did too. He looks like he's seen a ghost.
Diablo.
This place has come unglued.
No.
Kevin Owens was lost in the ring.
Mano, con lucha no me, en ningún canal me deja entrar, en ninguno. En ningún canal me deja entrar con lucha. Ni en los teléfonos, ni en la computadora.
No, y ayer tú estabas conectado.
Sí, pero ¿qué pasa hoy?
¿Estás intentando el canal en español?
But wait, are you ready? No! First fight! Owens, fight!
I'm still stunned. As is Sami Zayn, who once again is the victim of managerial malpractice.
Yes!
This is now a fatal four-way to determine the #1 contender for CM Punk's undisputed WWE title in a year and a half of bottled up eggs.
Yes!
Kevin Owens takes the fight.
Yeah!
Balor.
The prize fighter straight back to doing his thing while Sami Zayn remains shocked, stunned in the corner.
Sami Zayn.
Ya ellos están luchando.
Disbelief.
Y Sami, escúchame, ya ellos están luchando. Ya la lucha empezó. Y Sami Zayn sigue en la esquina con la boca abierta, incrédulo.
¡Diablo! ¡Qué cosa cabrona! ¡Diablo!
Sami Zayn y Kevin Owens se dan un abrazo y empiezan a darse.
Ahí creo que viene uno de los celulares. Creo. Y sí.
Kevin Owens looks completely unstoppable.
And meanwhile, from behind, Gunther now sent over the top rope, and Kevin Owens
Sin audio, pero estoy viendo.
running on adrenaline. A fever pitch here in Minnesota.
The ultimate slugger, the ultimate
with a swanton from the top rope.
Kevin Owens, no te tienes que lesionar, acabas de llegar.
Supposed to ease yourself back into the action when you've had a long injury layoff, but Kevin Owens doesn't ease into anything.
Kevin Owens said the hell with that.
Head down, swinging for the fences, and he might put it away here, Cole.
And Gunther went through a battle with Nick Aldis last night. And there's, a swanton by Owens. Kevin Owens looks great in the early goings of this matchup. Went for the stunner. Gunther caught him. Owens man got a bit overzealous. Gunther caught him in the sleeper. And now Sami Zayn from behind, protecting the matchup because the first man to get pinfall or submission wins.
¿Quién gana?
Kevin Owens contra CM Punk. Es tremendo luchón.
Sí,
porque ellos tienen historia.
¿Quién gana ahí?
Yo no sé ya. Pero no me sorprendería que ganara Kevin Owens. A la WWE le encanta hacer eso. Gente que regresa ganador.
Yeah, the career killer. Morgan, Cena, and AJ Styles, and, well, really, Nick Aldis last night. And now Finn Balor with a chop to Gunther, taking the fight to the ring general.
Yeah, how much did last night against Nick Aldis take out of the ring general on this evidence? Very little, but wait up.
Balor into the cover. Is it enough to win this
De ponerle audio,
match in a kick out?
porque ya me tengo señal acá.
Sami Zayn issues with management. Perhaps Gunther would echo the same problems. Months of frustration for him when he can take control of his own destiny right now.
Well, the problem is Sami Zayn cannot single himself out as a victim tonight. Balor a victim as well, and a sling blade by Finn. And now Sami Zayn back into the fray, and a sling blade to Sami.
Well, Finn Balor truly looks back to that guy 10 years ago who set the world ablaze.
And Balor dropping Sami into Gunther. And Gunther now maybe in the drop zone. Finn Balor, who's had a new lease on life since coming to SmackDown. Top rope knot for Balor. Looking for the coup de grace, and moving out of the way is Gunther. And Gunther now with that drop kick. Dropping Balor. And now Gunther looking
Power
for
bomb.
Stacks up.
1, 2.
And now
Lo fastidió.
The crab's in on Balor. Submission hold by Gunther. Kevin Owens back into the fight.
Yeah, that's the issue in a four-way matchup like this. There's always someone fresh ready to pepper you with shots. Well, no one does it better than the prize fighter, Kevin Owens.
I mean, this has been, I mentioned it earlier, a year and a half. This has been building, and Kevin Owens, the need to come back, the need to be a part of this. And Gunther, though, stops him in his trap. KO bounced right back up and caught Gunther with a clothesline.
No signs of fatigue.
Nosotros llegamos a decir
and Gunther, who had a hell of a battle last night, already looks like a
no éramos los únicos.
And now Balor with a kick.
Que cuando Kevin Owens anunció, ¿verdad?, que tenía que ir, nosotros no sabíamos si él se iba a poder recuperar, si se iba a tener que retirar o no. Y ya vemos que pudo regresar al ring.
Sami Zayn now into the fight, sends Kevin Owens out to the floor. Sami looking to pick the bones of Balor, and a kick out by Finn at 2.
Not a millisecond away from Sami Zayn getting what he rightfully deserves.
Claro, si gana.
Contender slot to win his championship back from CM.
¿Cómo estás viendo?
Stop complaining.
Sí.
Stop moaning about this and win the damn thing, Sami. Shut up and
quiero
winning the match. It's simple.
Bregar con cuando estoy viendo la computadora.
And Sami now has Balor perched on the top rope. Always the victim.
Yeah, he has always been the victim. Infractions and managerial negligence. But right now, in full control was Sami Zayn.
You may be the only person in the world claiming that Gunther and Owens has been added to this matchup. Oh, and Balor dropped off the apron to the floor.
There's a lot of ride or dies who are with me on this one.
Kevin Owens, top rope, looking to take out Sami Zayn. Swanton over. Sami got the knees up, and it caught Owens in the neck. The surgically repaired neck of Kevin Owens as he came down with a Swanton. And now the official, Ryan Trent.
Ay, eso a mí me saca tanto por el techo.
The way, referee, let Sami finish the job.
Well, Sami, I thought he was going to show some compassion, but he realizes now that his injured friend Owens is in position for an Aluma kick.
No time for compassion here. Oh, God.
Gunther now with a sleeper. A sleeper by Gunther.
The move that finished Nick Aldis off last night.
And Balor out of the top rope.
Al fin.
Balor with a coup de grace. Balor will he become the #1 contender? Gunther breaks it up with a right hand.
Fingertips to the head of Finn Balor, and that was 2.99 seconds. Oh, look at this on a Sami Zayn who's getting choked out by Gunther, unable
Por
to
poco Gunther no llega.
if not for the brilliant timing of the ring general.
What an incredible way to start off SummerSlam Sunday. Balor and Zayn and Gunther.
Pues está bien,
and yes,
dale.
folks,
Ya.
Kevin Owens.
Ya tengo audio y tengo en español, pero ya tengo.
Part of the fatal
Toma.
We've not seen much of Owens since that attack to the neck.
And now Gunther, Balor, pinning combination here, and Gunther's got to release the hold. Kevin Owens back in the fight. Super kick to Gunther. That may have knocked out a tooth. Stunner to Balor. Gunther now, looking for the sleeper. Stunner to Gunther.
Se acabó.
Kevin Owens
Se acabó. Se acabó. No.
Stunner, and
creo que ahí gana Kevin Owens.
Por eso él era el que estaba haciendo.
The self-proclaimed working class hero, Sami Zayn.
Familiar to millions is Sami Zayn, a leader towards ride or dies. The salt of the earth, Sami Zayn, put this one away.
Looking for the haluva kick, and Kevin Owens caught him with a super kick
Ay.
in the face.
Ay.
Sami stunned.
¡Ay!
KO.
¡Ay! ¡Se acabó! ¡Se acabó!
Welcome back, Kevin Owens, #1 contender.
¡Se acabó!
WWE title.
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Buen papi.
to the KO show.
Ahora que salga CM Punk.
While nobody on earth saw any of this coming, but this is the moment. Sami Zayn thought he had it in the bag, but of course he's been screwed over once again. Another chapter in a library's worth of legitimate grievances. This boot right to the jaw of Sami Zayn.
Hey, listen, enough of Sami Zayn, enough of the grievances. Let's talk
Diga que ya se lesionó.
about that man, Kevin Owens, 17.
Eso es lo que yo te digo que yo detesto cuando hacen esto.
I talked to Kevin Owens just a few months ago. He was
Ayer primera, Hacho, yo vi clarito cuando fue que se la lesionaron, brother. Clarito.
WWE Championship. Fight, Owens, fight. The cast of Super Troopers 3 just witnessed a classic. Every shenanigan has led to this. In theaters Friday, get tickets.
Bueno,
Now.
tenemos nuevo #1 contender.
Conspira, sí, tío.
¿Qué?
Sami Zayn,
¿Qué?
que ahora viene con el personaje de la conspiración.
No, por eso te digo que le están dando a fuego y le van a dar a fuego a eso. Imagínate que tú ganas limpio, tú estás alegando cosas, la tienen conmigo, ok, ganas limpio o no lo ganaste, te pusieron en una lucha #1 contender, tienes tu oportunidad contra Finn Balor, ok, y de momento vamos a añadir a otro, no, vamos a añadir a otro. Por favor, ahora que pongan a Danhausen, ya sabemos que no.
Will defend the United States Championship against
Esta película de mierda, que es una película de mierda.
Baron Corbin said this is a different Corbin than you've ever seen before. He's got his sights set on the gold. They meet next at SummerSlam.
Bueno, la próxima lucha es Trick Williams contra Baron Corbin.
A ver qué pasa aquí.
Control the chaos, rule the ring. Fight for SummerSlam. Get ready.
Bueno, está
Kevin Owens, papá.
bien, Owens, papi.
Yo sabía que tenía que...
Para mí esto era uno de esos rumores que yo lo tenía que ver para creerlo. O sea, de saberle que el tipo ya está bien.
Diablo, entonces SmackDown se está poniendo más chévere que Raw porque allá está CM Punk, volvió Randy Orton y ahora Kevin Owens. Están volviendo. Vamos a ver quién más sale hoy. Bueno, nuestro amigo Wilson dijo que salía un samuano.
Sí, pero
se adelantó porque eso fue el viernes que salió un samuano. El viernes salió un samuano viejo. Es que la pegó. Es un samuano. Quintonga. Ay, Dios.
bueno, Rollins y Roman Reigns son la salvación de... Yo entiendo que SummerSlam no tiene que ser 2 noches.
Fue mío.
De verdad que la noche de anoche fue bien basura.
A mí lo que me gustó fue lo de Randy Orton.
Pero lo de Randy Orton, por eso te digo, lo de Randy Orton tú lo pudiste haber visto en Twitter, en X, en YouTube.
¿Y qué más? No recuerdo qué fue lo otro.
¿Te gustó el final, el final de Ova y Brock Lesnar?
Sí, y lo de Solo. Esa lucha quedó brutal, de verdad. Para mí quedó buena.
Pero mira lo que estamos hablando. En una noche de evento. Estamos hablando de segmentos, de cosas. ¿Sabes? Solo que brilló. Que regresó CM Punk. Y lo que Brock Lesnar dijo al final de su lucha. Ya hace.
Y la de Nick Carly quedó decente.
Y Io y Liv se dieron en la madre. O sea, el show empezó chévere.
For the first time, we have a chance to change the outcome. To be a force for good, with a pulse, a heartbeat, a feeling. What if you could send a file and take it back? That would be magic. No, that would be remarkable, incredible, unbelievable.
Mi gente, anoche, los que me vieron en la transmisión de AAA, yo me quedé sorprendido. Yo no sabía que el mini vikingo apenas tiene 18 años. Y ese tipo pelea brutal. Y el Mecha Wolf es puertorriqueño, en mi vida lo había visto. Lo vine a ver en AAA y también lucha, pero brutal. Para el peso que tiene, las cosas que hace. El sábado que viene vamos otra vez, creo que es la última noche de verano espectacular, creo que es que se llama.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of moments, the upstart Trick Williams will defend his United States Championship against the returning Baron Corbin here at SummerSlam.
Yo no sé, para mí que lo están haciendo de maldad, una noche mala y una noche buena. No sé.
Es que no sé qué decirte con ese comentario porque
es que mucha casualidad, de verdad, que las primeras noches queden mejores que la segunda.
Es que yo no creo que ellos tiren un producto a propósito malo. Al contrario, yo lo que voy a decir es que están ciegos. El producto está malo, vamos a hablar claro, el producto está malísimo. Triple H se da palmadas en la espalda, como que somos estos number one trending, que si esto, somos número uno, criticando a los fanáticos, a los que critican, según él.
He needed to find himself. He needed to understand what that missing edge was for him to be a massive superstar of caliber here in WWE. Corbin did just that. Went out and wrestled all over the world. In fact, he's a legitimate badass. We'll tell you all about that in just a moment. And this match is brought to you by Nimrod. It's a Green Day comedy. August 14th, only in theater.
Acaba de salir Baron Corbin y a nadie le importa.
Está lleno.
Just adding to that legitimacy he already had. The Golden Gloves boxing background, championships aplenty in WWE, and maybe one more imminent.
No sé, el Jack T se retiró de la música.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the
sí, porque está aquí full time.
best man to ever breathe, Lil Yachty.
That's right, baby. Minnesota, what's the deal? Check it out, baby. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, look. I ain't gonna take up too much time. Look, I'm sending somebody 6'5", 250 pounds your way. All right, make some noise for my dog, Trick Williams.
La música de Trick Williams está brutal. Eso y la presentación de él.
Lo malo es que como estamos en verano, el sol se tarda en poner y no se aprecia bien la
presentación, las luces
y los efectos. Sí, los efectos.
No sé si tú te fijas, el techo está abierto en un lado y cerrado en otro.
Trick Williams won the United States Championship from Sami Zayn back in WrestleMania. He enters his first SummerSlam tonight against the man who held the United States Championship once in his career, Baron Corbin, a man who's also won King of the Ring and Money in the Bank. And Baron Corbin claims Trick Williams is going to feel like he's in quicksand in this match tonight.
So nobody does style, nobody does charisma, nobody does pizzazz quite like the United States champion Trick Williams. But does he have the substance?
And here we go. And Williams going right after Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin has attacked Williams in recent weeks. Trick Williams has not forgotten that. Face first goes Corbin. And a kip up by the United States champion.
I was going to say, does he have the substance to contend with an oversized, hard-nosed fighter like Baron Corbin? And the answer apparently is yes, and a big trick slap to Corbin. You've earned that one over the past several weeks, Baron.
One of the things Baron Corbin said about Trick Williams is you act before you think. Corbin talked about learning patience when he was away from WWE.
Well, all of his attacks thus far on Trick Williams have been timed to perfection, exactly when Trick Williams has had his guard drop. Now, the problem here is the guard is firmly up, and Trick Williams looks primed to defend that title.
Official Jason Ayers going to have his hands full in this one.
Lo de Buquetito y de lo de la mano.
Front of the timekeeper's area.
It's simple with Corbin. He is a highly skilled but...
Déjalo, Buquetito se lo prestó.
And now Trick Williams is ready for that. And what on earth is Trick Williams pulling out here?
Pero la noche no es.
Unique for the champion to do this. Remember, champion's advantage tonight. Corbin will need to pin or submit Trick Williams to win the title.
I mean, you've got to be very careful messing around with tables and weaponry in a match like this.
No entiendo.
Understanding that, rolled into the ring to break the count.
Maybe get away from that table, whatever was getting cooked up by Trick Williams.
No entiendo.
Did you expect to see Corbin on the retreat early on in this match?
La lucha no es sin descualificación, porque caramba tú sacas una mesa.
And it's really rocked Baron Corbin, and he's retreated into his shell.
Oh, look out, deep six!
Well, perhaps playing in white there, playing a little possum was Corbin. Talking about that patience and that time in taking down Trick Williams, and that was a heavy landing.
Indeed, Baron Corbin has not had a match for the United States Championship in more than 8 years. He's never won at SummerSlam. And again, a countdown victory does not help Corbin with the United States title on the line, and the official at a count of 5, and Corbin realizes he's going to have to get Williams back in the ring.
Yeah, I think Corbin's still shaking off those cobwebs after that early relentless attack from Trick Williams, but that deep six on the floor that you brought up, Cole, oh God, it really has turned things around now, and that cranium straight to a steel pole is not going to help the champ.
And now Williams driven shoulder first into the steps. Let's not forget what Baron
El referee cantó 3 veces 3.
Made of. We talked about all the accolades, but here's a guy who retired the great Kurt Angle as
¿Tú lo escuchaste?
Yeah, he's been in these big time moments before. Take another look at that deep six that planted not only spine first, but the back of their head hard against the floor there. And the champ, Trick Williams, really has not looked the same ever since.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot about the champion here tonight. Corbin quickly on the attack, and now the big right hands. The ground and pound attack of Corbin on Trick Williams, wearing the United States champion down.
Que le metió
ayer
Brock Lesnar a Ova con la silla, el segundo. No Ova nunca puso la mano. Diablo, bro. Yo dije, lo abrió. Y el tipo no sangró.
This is a much different Baron Corbin than we saw the last time around.
Yeah, it's complete control. You could not get 2 more polar opposite superstars. There is no flash. There is no style to Baron Corbin. It's pure and simple, old school, meat and potatoes. Pure substance.
These two did meet once back in the day, a number of years ago at NXT, but both the men kept come so far since that time.
Yeah,
Corbin off a clothesline.
Trick Williams was certainly not the finished article several years ago in NXT. A lot of people think he is now, although.
But look at this, Wade. The aggression in Baron Corbin tonight as he is beating the hell out of the United States champion.
Yeah, and it's an entirely.
I'm winning.
An entirely new test here for Trick Williams to try and navigate, and these are part of the learning curve for newer superstars such as Trick Williams. Everything has gone right since he got called up from NXT, but he may be hitting a brick wall here tonight.
Yeah, Baron Corbin said it's time to back up all that potential tonight, kid. Blow again to Williams, who's just trying to get back into this fight.
Trying to get himself a little bit of breathing room, and make no mistake, Trick's a big lad himself.
And Corbin now.
Oh, straight to the eyeballs.
Todavía no entiendo la meta.
A little bit of leeway here in this title match.
Si se cumple lo que se dice, que es verdad,
¿qué?
ha cumplido varias veces, que el que la busca y la pone es el que cae en ella.
Más o menos anoche, Ova la puso y atravesó a Brock.
Exacto.
The trick stick.
And Baron Corbin now retreating.
I mean, the last thing Baron Corbin wants is to get a disqualification.
Sería bien vergonzoso que Lil Yachty le meta con el palo sin querer y lo descualifiquen.
Has an opportunity to fight back into this. Ducks underneath. There's the neck breaker by the champ.
And that was a huge mistake by Corbin getting involved with Yachty. And that distraction has completely turned it around now.
A couple of those spinning heel kicks by Trick, and then the bookend. Cover, hook of the leg. Dave, I would have loved to hear how Booker T called that move on WWE radio right now.
Shucky ducky quack quack indeed, and it'll be shucky ducky quack quacking all night.
Oye, transmisión en español acá.
¿Qué?
¿Estás viendo la transmisión en español de acá?
No.
Ah, qué bueno.
¿Por qué?
Qué bueno. Está bien mala. José Marcelo y el otro, mano, están bien malos.
Corbin raking the eyes yet again. The official did not see it.
That's a cunning veteran tactic. The referee knows something happened, but if you didn't see it, you can't disqualify.
¿Qué hacen?
And now Corbin. And from behind, little Yachty with the stick to the back. The official didn't see it. Down goes Corbin, covered by Williams, and a kick out by Corbin.
God, a new wrinkle to the playbook of Trick Williams, almost a Death Valley driver.
Yari se durmió ahí. Baron Corbin lo tuvo que haber llamado para la esquina.
And a Death Valley driver still managing to kick out.
Yeah, little Yachty thought that was it. Can't believe that didn't take Baron Corbin out, who's slowly trying to make it back to his feet.
To be fair to Yachty, he did get pie-faced by Corbin a little earlier. That's his reward.
And Trick got caught. Almost went for deep six again. Corbin with a boot drops the champ to a knee.
Están como que luchando en primera.
Went for end of days. Trick ended up on his feet. Caught him. Trick caught him. Cover now on Corbin.
Eso es lo malo de meter gente que no son luchadores, no saben cuál es el timing. Ahora Dios, si Yari tiene que hacer otra cosa y no lo pueden hacer porque no está pendiente.
The trick shot to take out Baron Corbin here. Baron slowly making it to his feet. Oh, nobody home. Corbin wisely rolled out to the apron.
Just great vet instincts and baiting in the champ once again.
Corbin with his eyes on the United States Championship.
Corbin's got to be very careful here. I don't know what he's cooking up, but I don't think this is smart at all.
And little Yachty now engaged in a tug of war with Corbin over the championship.
Ay, van a reventar a este.
Oh no, Yachty sent through the table. Trick pop Corbin.
Volvemos. ¡Qué estupidez es que él haya puesto esa mesa!
Corbin with the title off the face of Williams. The official was looking at Yachty.
Yo sé que ese campeonato se ve bien charro, pero bien charro, bien charro.
Y se acabó.
Baron Corbin was dangerous, but now he is opportunistic. He is a veteran. He has the patience, and most importantly of all, he has the United States title.
A very aggressive Baron Corbin wins the United States Championship for the second time in his career. And Wade, what a way to return to WWE.
Yo espero que lo primero que hagas es quitarle la mierda esa blanca que tiene el fucking campeonato, pero ya esa pelusa que tiene que se ve horrible. Se ve horrible, mano. Yo sé qué hicieron eso, mano. Se ve horrible. Eso es lo peor que han hecho después del Spin Championship de John Cena. Man, me cago en eso.
And it really is the end of days with Trick Williams' US title reign. Welcome to the new champ, Baron Corbin.
Este tipo no sabe hacer ni las cosas tan bien que ni partió la mesa. Macho, no sigan poniendo gente que no son luchadores. Ya está bueno de los raperos que están, digo, con sus excepciones, ¿verdad? Que Bad Bunny le mete. Pero
How are you opening for Green Day?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yo sigo estancado
Kiss? Maybe. If you come back.
en que ¿por qué caramba Trick William sacó una mesa?
I don't have hands.
para eso, para que su amigo cayera ahí.
Sí, pero no tiene lógica dentro de la lucha. Bueno, yo lo siento por todos ustedes, pero yo le voy a Chelsea Green. Es hora, es tiempo de hacer nuevas estrellas.
If you could ask one question, what would you ask? Who will win today? Will it rain tomorrow? Will there be peace this year? Can we predict the future?
¿Qué tú crees de
People who never stop asking.
qué están haciendo con esta nena, con Julia?
¿Y qué exactamente están haciendo con Julia? Absolutamente nada.
Por eso, ¿qué tú crees que están haciendo con ella? La están dejando por un lado, tan buena que pelea, man.
De verdad que yo no sé, porque, mira, ¿para qué tú firmaste a Jordan Grace?
Sacaste a esta nena, ¿cómo se llama? Kairin.
Kairi.
Sacaste a Kairin para firmar a esta. Mano, de verdad que yo no sé. Entonces, ¿qué hacemos con Natalia todavía? Natalia la han puesto en todos lados. En NXT, en TNA, en SmackDown, en Raw, ahora peleando de MMA. De las galletas también creo que se metió a coger galletas. Como Jack Swagger. Mano, ya, vete ya. Mira a AJ Lee. ¿Cuántas luchas luchó ella? ¿3? ¿4?
Como 5, no sé, como 5.
Pues, y sabrá Dios si no vuelve a más. Imagino que a ella le dieron un contrato de leyenda. Porque imagínate, Natalia ya está bueno, ya, córtenle a Natalia. Bota a las buenas y te quedas con las mierdas.
Y entonces, y las buenas las tienes y no haces nada con ellas.
Exacto.
Julia es para que tú la tengas trepada en la Julia y Jordan, que estén ahí. No sé. ¿Qué caramba va a hacer Lashley en ahí? No sé. Me imagino porque necesitaban a alguien de físico en la lucha.
Para que coja cantar.
Sí, para que se vea como que está dominando la lucha completamente. Y pues para esto tienes a Jay Cargill en la lucha. Y para no poner a Nia, pues que pongan a Lashley.
Vamos a ver a quién selecciona hoy.
Bueno, lo importante recordar aquí es que la que sea que gane es interina. Yo no sé si lo van a contar. Como por ejemplo, si gana Charlotte, Vamos a suponer que Charlotte gane. Regresa Rhea. Tienen la lucha. Y gana Rhea. Ok, Rhea se queda como la verdadera campeona. ¿El tiempo que tuvo interina Charlotte cuenta o no cuenta?
You can't just crown yourself. You gotta earn that title.
I do earn 1.5% cash back on my lemon pepper stack.
Bueno, lo sabemos. Si gana Charlotte hoy, un ejemplo. Si gana Charlotte hoy. Y dicen que
que tiene 15 campeonatos.
La 50. Ay, pues entonces le cuenta.
SummerSlam is presented by Gears of War. E-Day. Pre-order and get open beta early access starting August 6th. And by Wingstop. Made to order. Always fresh. Get flavor delivered to your door at wingstop.com. And by Chase Freedom, the official credit card of SummerSlam. Hey everybody, at ringside here tonight, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett for SummerSlam Sunday, and congratulations to the new United States champion, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he looked completely reinvigorated, he's retooled, and he's going to overwhelm a lot of opponents with that size and aggression, and crucially, he now holds the U.S. title.
Also at ringside tonight, our Spanish announce team, Marcelo Rodriguez, Jerry Soto in the house. Hi guys.
Amigos, seguimos con las emociones de SummerSlam en su segunda noche con la misma pasión y la misma familia hispana al pie del cañón.
Nos espera muchísima más acción y no podemos esperar por ver quién va a ascender una escalera, esa escalera a la gloria en SummerSlam.
¡Cabalga!
Hey, if you can't be with us in Minneapolis today, the best place to watch SummerSlam is at Cosm. Check out the WWE Universe.
Jerry Soto y Marcelo están bien malos, pero
Dallas, and the newest location.
Lo digo yo que lo estoy escuchando. Están malos.
Oh, ese sitio Cosm en Atlanta se ve bufiado. Se presentan la lucha en diferentes ángulos, como si estuvieses ahí.
Glasgow, Scotland, Quezon City in the Philippines, and Dublin, Ireland.
Yo estuviese gritando ahí en esos watch party. ¡Qué basura de noche!
Dublin, Ireland.
Ya lo mano.
WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first from Briar Lake, Minnesota. She is the Women's United States
Bueno, Tiffany Stratton es de Minnesota.
Tiffany Stratton wearing the colors of the NFL's Minnesota Vikings for this matchup here tonight. And she hopes to become, well, Tiffany, 2 titles because she's the United States champion. Wait, she could become the interim WWE Women's Champion.
Yeah, a chance to double up, and this lady has the kind of athletic gifts that would serve her very well in a ladder match environment. She has won a ladder match before, Money in the Bank back in 2024, and looking to double up now.
A storm is coming.
Jade Cargill. ¿Y cómo está bien? Está como tormenta. No sé de qué está disfrazada ella.
Next, from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill with her gear paying homage to the late great Prince.
Ok, está haciéndole tributo a Prince. ¿Qué?
Prince es de Minnesota.
Pues no sé si es que es de Minnesota, pero Michael Cole lo que mencionó es que ella es fanática de Prince.
Step into the ring, play hundreds of casino-style games and smash boredom. Let's Ciampa. Jade and Tiffany with quite the history. They battled for many months over the WWE title.
From Victoria, BC, Chelsea Green.
Interesting story with Chelsea. Her mother, her father, and her sister are here tonight. She had invited 8 girlfriends from Canada to come down to SummerSlam, and just Chelsea's luck, they couldn't make it because there's an airline on strike in Canada. So Chelsea Green, something always happens to this young woman.
So que como el Chelsea Green tiene a su familia ahí. No sé si Michael Cole acaba de delatar el resultado de la noche. ¿Por qué lo digo? Porque en Unreal Chelsea hizo nota de tener en audiencia a su familia en momentos importantes dentro de su carrera. So que al menos que simplemente la familia le haya dicho, mira, quiero ir a SummerSlam. Vamos a ver si significa algo.
It will be helpful for Lash Legend to power her way up and grab that interim title ASAP. A lot of people do think Lash Legend is the future of the women's division, and she can go a long way to backing up those claims right here tonight.
A hell of a lot of talent in the ring for this match.
Late edition after being
no creo que son 5
on SmackDown on Friday to complete this field.
Ahí está la favorita, por eso es que entra la última. Top Girl.
From the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Looking to win her 15th World
Ahí está.
Championship here tonight.
Lo escuchaste, ¿verdad?
Flair set for action in this ladder match. She's had some success over the
Así que
years.
va a contarle.
SummerSlam 2016 beat Sasha Banks for the WWE.
A la que sea que gane va a contarle.
2018 a SmackDown Championship. Won the tag titles last
Dios mío, estas muchachas, algunas tienen unos atuendos que es como que... un pequeño accidente y para afuera.
Yeah, major beef in recent weeks between these two women, of course. Jade Cargill did take out Charlotte's tag partner, Alexa Bliss, snapping that arm on SmackDown a few weeks, and these two women, it's been on site in recent times.
And now Charlotte with that back elbow, and the brawl continues in the aisleway, and now Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend get into the fray, and Legend
Papi, deja esa ropa ahí y se te ocurra cogerla. Deje esa ropa ahí y se te ocurra cogerla, papá, porque te ha petado y te van a enganchar. Dejen esa ropita ahí donde ella mismo la puso.
Into the ladder, Legend dominating.
That was like a horizontal choke slam into the steel. And feeling good right in the early goings here is Lash Legend, but getting those ladders into the ring is
Escucha el público.
and time-consuming, and Lash Legend motoring now.
Chelsea.
And again, you need a ladder in the ring, so you got to climb it to grab the championship, and Chelsea Green sent over the barricade and into the crowd.
I was going to say in the early goings, I expected Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green to maybe team up. They have been tagging lately on the SmackDown, but Lash Legend simply did not give them that opportunity.
And Charlotte Flair sauntering down to the ring, making sure Lash Legend didn't have an opportunity to set up the ladder. I do want to mention Charlotte's gear tonight, dedicated to Scarlett, a young super fan who was battling brain cancer, sadly passed away last month. She really bonded with Charlotte Flair, helped Charlotte through some troubling times in her life. And Charlotte said, diamonds are forever, so is Charlotte and Scarlett. Scarlett's family here tonight enjoying SummerSlam.
Charlotte Flair, a class act in and out of the ring, but pure power now from Lash Legend, my God. Spine first, tailbone right on the steel.
And how dominant has Lash been in the early going in her first ladder match?
Yeah, she's been absolutely superb. I mean, it's a different skill set that you're required to utilize in a matchup like this, and apparently Lash Legend was simply born with it.
Over the years in SummerSlam, we've had 3 tables, ladders, and chairs matches, 4 ladder matches, including 2 classics. Who will never forget 1995? Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, really put the ladder match on the map. And then 2005, when Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero battled for custody of Dominic.
Just as it looked like we were going to get ourselves a powerhouse showdown between Lash and Jade Cargill.
Caramba, la coordinación de esta lucha está mal.
They've been very successful teaming together and now working to take out Jade Cargill and Lash Legend.
When they both can't win this together, but they can certainly take out 3 other women and make it a one-on-one ladder match.
Well, Tiffany was hesitant in the beginning to befriend Chelsea Green, but she's bought into it now.
Yeah, Chelsea Green certainly a little different.
Pump kicks!
Still when it comes to it, we're going to clock clean right there. That's the Tiffany Stratton, and we are back.
It's every woman for herself, but there will be some alliances formed as Jade Cargill delivers a German suplex. Meanwhile, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, on the top rope with a flying cross body.
Yeah, never celebrate too soon in this kind of matchup. There's always a fresh pair of eyes burning a hole in you from behind.
Charlotte Flair using the ladder as a weapon, completely legal in this match.
Battering ram, and apparently Charlotte Flair doesn't feel ready to start scaling quite yet, knowing full well there's a lot of fresh legs still in this match.
I wonder what, look at this, again, Lash Legend powering Charlotte up on her shoulders, and Lash now in a military press and dropping Charlotte. I wonder what Lash Legend's partner, Nia Jax, is thinking about Lash being in this matchup.
Well, Nia Jax is absolutely furious because not 1 but 2 qualifying matches of her were blown up with disqualifications thanks to Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill. So I'm sure she's sitting somewhere stewing about that.
You think she's jealous of Lash?
It would soothe things over. Lash Legend grabbed a little gold on their behalf.
And now Tiffany Stratton. Oh, and a code breaker to Legend as she used the ladder to her advantage.
And that's why many call Tiffany Stratton the greatest athlete in WWE, although Charlotte Flair has some claims of her own.
Charlotte and Tiffany with a history as well, if you remember WrestleMania a couple years ago.
Oh, God.
Oh, and Charlotte. Tiffany with one of her own.
Once had the commandeer an interview between these two. It did not go well. It essentially turned into this.
Went for the kick. Tiffany able to avoid it.
Ay!
First into the ladder.
Yeah, just beautiful execution there from Charlotte Flair.
Missile drop kick by Chelsea. Just got Charlotte just enough of it.
And I'll tell you right now, Chelsea Green has taken some of the most sickening ladder landings in the history of women's wrestling. But now is your chance to shock the world. This really is the rank outsider, I think, in this field.
But Chelsea with an opportunity. Chelsea climbing the ladder now, trying to grab the title. Jade Cargill going to play defense.
She has PTSD of climbing those ladders, knowing full well she's taken some sickening landings, and here's another one about to come.
¡Ay, mi madre! ¡La va a matar!
Ended on the ladder.
I mean, that just about.
And now it's Cargill's opportunity. The Storm climbing the ladder.
There's been a lot taken out of Jade Cargill early in this one. There's a slow climb, and it's not fast enough.
Tiffany Stratton. And Jade Cargill once again battling over the Women's WWE Championship.
Completely rocking Stratton with that one.
Oh, and a backstabber by Stratton. Drives Cargill outside the ring. And now it's Tiffany's opportunity in her home state of Minnesota. Looking to climb the ladder to once again become WWE Champion. Charlotte Flair going to intercept, at least momentarily. And Charlotte now climbing the ladder alongside Stratton. Lash Legend introducing another ladder.
Now, there's nothing worse than being 3/4 of the way up the ladder and getting in a fist fight when you're up there, knowing full well that if you lose, you're falling a long way down.
Have you been in a ladder match?
Many times. Have I won one? Absolutely not.
What does it feel like going up that ladder?
There's nothing worse, Cole, because when you're up there,
por favor.
someone's on your tail, somebody is chasing you, your body's already...
Lash Legend tiene tanto miedo de lastimar a alguien que lo que está es como que tapeándolas con las cosas. Toma, toma.
Using the ladder once again to her advantage.
Es igual de brutal que Naya. Naya se pasa lastimando a las demás.
Pues y esta está demasiado de muy safe.
Esa escalera está bien puesta porque si comete un error.
Legend is just built in a way that your usual offense simply doesn't work. She holds too much power to reverse the kind of things that you effortlessly, and that is one cracked spine for Tiffany Stratton.
And now Legend as Charlotte Flair catches her with a big boot. She bounces face first off the ladder.
Yeah, I suggest don't
Charlotte climbing the ladder. Charlotte gonna go up.
Motoring.
Ya acabó. Se acabó.
All the time in the world.
Charlotte has the title, but wait a minute, hanging out of the championship. Jade Cargill has pulled the ladder away.
You simply don't have.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Lashed and dragging Charlotte. And now double teaming the Queen.
Se lesiona de nuevo.
Queen is a weapon. Into the ladder goes Charlotte.
Human battering round with Charlotte Flair. Nice.
Ah, está bien, la salvaron.
Lash Legend can get her wits about her right now and seize this opportunity. We have a new interim women's champ.
Te tardaron un montón en sacar a Charlotte. Yo dije, se acabó, porque no hay nadie ahí para detenerla. Pero mira esta morona.
But she can't now. She finally gets her hands on it. Tiffany Stratton now on the other side.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't when you're moving those ladders around. It just eats up valuable time.
Ah, no, este es un título, no al lado del título, que tienes que poner la fucking escalera. Me cago en nada. Ay, señor.
¿Cómo tú vas a ponerle gente que todavía no tienen mucha experiencia en el ring a ponerla en una lucha de escalera? Chelsea, ¿dónde está Chelsea?
Tiffany Stratton trying to grab the title. Chelsea Green, now that Chelsea Green's buddy, her friend, Chelsea.
Una, dos, tres, cuatro. ¡Todas estas!
Chelsea's got a chance. Chelsea's got a chance. Chelsea's chance. It's Chelsea's moment. Green. There are no disqualifications.
Jade Cargill's faction members.
Pero que maldita sea la madre. Estas dos cabronas, ¿de dónde puñetas salen?
They haven't got anything until that championship is
pero brother, están todos. Que mano, no estaba bien.
to every woman in this match.
Oh, ñoña.
Cargill has the numbers game.
It's a fix, Cole. That's how you guarantee victory in this game. You stack the deck.
Yeah, Michin setting up the ladder for Jade Cargill. BFAB going to help Cargill up the ladder. Jade Cargill looking to win the WWE Championship. Charlotte Flair, though, kick the BFAB right into Michin.
With people bouncing around the ring, that ladder is wobbling too, but Cargill's close.
And now Charlotte trying to drag Cargill off the ladder.
Old-fashioned heel to the jaw, and this is Cargill's to win now.
And now Charlotte climbing up the other side. Cargill a fingertip.
Chelsea, dale, levántate, Chelsea.
Oh, what a scramble this is turning out to be, and picking herself up to his lash legend behind.
Triple H, no seas desgraciado. Muy bien que ella que peleen entre sí y que Chelsea entonces se trepe en el mismo medio.
Something has to give here.
And who is fortune gonna favor here?
Que nadie sube por el fucking medio.
It's down to Jade and Charlotte.
Chelsea, puñeta, levántate.
She has an opportunity.
La madre.
Ya la madre, puñeta, se la va a ganar esta cabrona, no puede ser. No, pues yo no. Charlotte, eso es. Dale. Dale.
Chelsea, dale, vea movimiento.
Championship hangs swinging.
Chelsea, dale.
Everybody's down.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's got a back from the dead. Chelsea's got a
Chelsea, puñeta.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's got.
¡Levántate! ¡Puta cabrona! ¡Levántate, levanta! ¡Cógelo! ¡Cógelo! ¡Eso es! ¡Puñeta!
¡Quieta!
¡Eso es!
Can you believe it?
¡Quieta al fin!
Chelsea Green with her first world title.
Quieta.
Chelsea Green is the WWE Women's Champ, completely rewriting the script. The dark horse herself, the odds-on outsider, the one woman nobody gave a chance to. You've done it, Chelsea.
Cacho, por fin Triple H hace algo correcto.
Step into the ring, play hundreds of casino-style games and stash boredom. Let's chumba.
Well, this was an incredible move by Chelsea Green, sending Tiffany Stratton, taking all women out in the match. But this was when
Cacho, pero nos hicieron creer que no hay break.
stacking the deck in favor of the Storm. Jade Cargill with a vicious beatdown. But Jade Cargill then taking out Lash Legend and Tiffany Stratton, leaving it down to Jade and Charlotte Flair, two women who hate each other so badly, but tongue each other out. And dangling from that middle ladder, coming back to life like a prime Undertaker, now scrambling to victory, grabbing gold to the elation of this stadium.
Chelsea Green showing what perseverance and determination and doing anything.
Si van a decir, vamos, fuegos artificiales.
To finally climb the mountain. Chelsea Green
Volvemos. Oye, se recupera Rhea.
Everyone should be green.
Si quieres devolverse la Rhea, estás en la lucha y ya. Pero elevaste a alguien nueva.
Sí, man. Yo espero que se lo dejen un tiempito. Es más, que hagan lo mismo que hacen con Liv Morgan, que no la pongan a defender nada.
Check out your exclusive member benefits.
Pues mira, John Cena nos está diciendo, viste, John Cena nos está diciendo que ya está en vivo Club WWE, pero todavía no nos dice el precio.
Dime el precio.
Hey, visit
Dale.
WWEshop.com.
Dale,
Get all
sí.
your SummerSlam collectibles, from T-shirts and apparel to replica championships and even dollar bills. Very nice and very evil, and available at WWEshop.com. Speaking of Danhausen, Wade, I've done a lot in 29 years here at this desk.
Todavía lo que me sale es la estupidez esta de
I get to call a human
reserve your spot.
pole match.
Stolen monies on a pole, Cole.
¿Está disponible o no está disponible WWE?
Human Money on Pole.
Vengo ahora.
What is happening? I think our neighborhood has moved. Have you seen any dinosaurs? What kind of question is that?
The End of Oak Street. Rated PG-13. August 14th.
Human Monies. Mira aquí, todavía están dando ya está hecha sacada. Ahora vienen los Human Monies. Acá pensado que está hecho. Yo te miraba a las 4 de la mañana. Human Money, Human Money.
SummerSlam it has been so far. Plenty more still to come tonight, including our main event of Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Well, how are the international announced teams talking about SummerSlam? Let's listen in.
I've made the executive decision to add a participant to this matchup.
Das Ring General está Gunther.
We need one more participant.
Was? Ja! 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 Kevin Owens! Oh mein Gott! Der Prizefighter ist zurück!
Kevin Owens, el hermano de Sami Zayn, con quien logró en WrestleMania convertirse en campeón indiscutible en pareja WWE.
في جد خصوم الله على الكونجكرات جبارة.
Já fica de joelhos. Traz para Stunner mais uma vez. Pode ser. 2 e 3. स्वागत हुआ WWE में नंबर 1 कंटेंडर बनके.
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
Still get goosebumps after the return of Kevin Owens tonight. Well, from the ring to real life, Minute Maid and WWE are here to help you bring the juice when the day tries to tap you out. Well, folks, it's happening, and it's next. Human Monies on a Pole.
In the critically acclaimed The Curse Father, Danhausen, alongside Cathausen, settled the score over the missing human monies.
A slam dunk choke slam! And the win!
But just when he thought he was out, they pulled him back in.
Where is our money? I told you I don't have it.
I'm at JD here. Break your jaw so we don't have to hear any more of your stupid little curses.
Dominic and his associates tried to take out the Danhausen.
Give us our money! Never!
As tensions rise, a new arrangement is made.
Human Monies on a Pole?
Yes, haven't you ever watched wrestling?
At SummerSlam, it's not strictly business, it's personal.
Very nice, very evil.
You can make this right, Danhausen.
I just have one thing to say. You are cursed!
Danhausen is the Curse Father, Part 2.
Okay.
Very nice, very evil. The Curse Father.
Parte 2. ¿Y su mega campeonato?
It's a human monies on a pole match. Introducing first from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Triple A Mega Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
This match should be right up his alley. He looks like a bank robber.
You can't rob what is already yours. That is Dom's cash sitting above the ring. And very soon it's going back to its rightful owner.
So here's the deal. No countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no submission. You win when you climb the far corner, and in that bag that's hanging above the ring, $100,000. And if you take it off the hook,
100,000. ¿Cómo es? Tiempo. Ah, no sé.
This match is presented by Minute Maid. Bring the juice.
And look, Cole, here's the deal. This really should be a police matter. Dom is a victim of grand larceny, but we don't deal with things like that.
He contributed the
Un año, ¿no?
No.
It's not a
Tiene que tener como un año nada más.
actually the official in this Danhausen match.
Services were not rendered for the money. And tonight we're going to get some Southern justice.
Well, he brought the Danhausen mobile. That's a start.
Yeah, straight out of wacky races. Hopefully he turns it around and sends it straight back there.
Danhausen told me earlier today that his tights were to honor the great Bret Hart, one of SummerSlam's great performers.
And his opponent from 1311 Mockingbird Lane. He's very nice, very evil.
El tipo está bien pegado.
¿Te acuerdas cuando empezó que todo el mundo estaba diciendo que basura?
Qué basura, hey.
You get your money back. Okay, so Dominic invested in this whole Danhausen experiment program. It didn't work out, so why should he get his money back?
Don't try and apply a layer of credibility
Su
to the nonsense.
atuendo hoy está en honor a Bret Hart.
There was no investment. It was merely a theft. It was a ruse, a scam.
Wait a minute. Dominic actually, and JD McDonough, by the way, part of it is his money. They actually handed this money to Danhausen. Danhausen didn't steal anything.
Those services, you pay for a service. If you then don't get the service, you have been scammed and you are owed the money back legally.
Oh, and Dominic wasted a little time.
Here we go. Get your money, Dom.
Climb the rope, try to get his money. Danhausen trying to prevent that from happening. This will be something. It'll be a spectacle, I'll tell you that. Danhausen out to the second rope. Dominic with a knee to the midsection.
Yeah, that's the kind of spectacle I was looking for. And here we go, the greatest exponent of the 619 in history.
Remember, Dominic's been cursed on a number of occasions by Danhausen.
Yeah, well, so was Liv Morgan. It appears to have worn off last night.
JD McDonough, though, had a problem in that cruiserweight match the other night, didn't he?
Well, he also had some problems with that massive Knicks player, Cat, choke slamming him in Saturday night's main event a couple of weeks ago.
Danhausen now. And Dominic moves out of harm's way. Nobody home. Danhausen into the corner. Dominic with a clothesline takes down Danhausen.
And this is what happens when rank amateurs who are failed theater kids try to step in the ring with legitimate athletes like Dirty Dom Mysterio. It becomes a farce.
Failed theater kid.
Yeah.
He's one of the most popular wrestlers on the planet today. Dominic Mysterio, second rope, trying to grab the money. Human monies.
It's just money. What's the human? Who else has money other than humans?
Danhausen has Danhausen money. Haven't you been on WWE Shop? He's got
human
like
monies.
$1 on there.
Yeah, and it's not legal tender, Michael Cole. It's pretend money, just like everything with this fool Danhausen.
And Eddie Guerrero. As Dominic pays homage to the late, great Eddie here in Minnesota.
Latino cheat himself.
Remember the three amigos, though. Danhausen, Danhausen takes down Dom, and now is an opportunity.
I'm telling you, somebody in that locker room has a lot to answer for. Somebody has been teaching Danhausen moves, but it might be The Undertaker himself, judging by that sit-up.
Danhausen trying to crawl his way to the corner. And it would be so great if Danhausen won this thing, got to keep the money, and end this farce once and for all. Oh, look who's here. I was wondering when it would happen. JD McDonough, Dominic's running buddy, into the ring, assaulting Danhausen. The official can do nothing.
Bueno, pues ya mismo viene Joe Hendry.
Let's not forget that poor JD McDonough got electrocuted by Danhausen a few weeks back.
Well, that was actually funny. And now JD, so off the top rope to Danhausen.
Well, Danhausen's not laughing now, is he?
Hey, look who's here, Wade! The Mini-Hausens!
It's the Goblins from Mockingbird Lane.
The Mini-Hausens attacking McDonough.
They ruin everything. Oh, wipe them out, JD.
JD McDonough, wow, what a slam.
Caga.
Authority. Do this one even harder.
Oh,
oh my God. First time he's been in the ring with someone smaller than himself.
The cat chokeslam on JD McDonough, paid back with interest.
On the look at that. Nice takedown.
Oh God, it's the Minihausen with skill. I've seen this one before.
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
Who?
Torito Hausen.
Who?
Torito Hausen.
JD McDonough.
Ese es el Torito.
He's been hiding in plain sight.
DDTs. JD McDonough may have met his match.
What did you call him?
Torito Hausen.
Rings a bell.
And,
what do these guys do? They can't take the money.
Well, I don't think they're trying to do that. Maybe they are. I mean, if they take the money, does that count?
No.
Dominic Mysterio. That wasn't nice.
Si tú escuchas a esto todo en español, esto yo lo he visto antes. ¡Ay, por Dios! Hermano, son hablando en español esta gente, hermano.
And look at from the top rope, Dominic Mysterio thought he wiped everyone out, but not quite.
Oh my God.
El Torito dándole ahí.
And he's not done yet. Wow!
Ooh. The nasty landing for Torito Hausen. Rocked himself in the process.
El Torito a volar, el Torito.
Human cheat code.
And look at Dan Hausen now, back in the ring, dragging himself to the corner, looking to win the match and save the money.
Stop him!
Dan Hausen, JD McDonough with that bison-like head.
Drilled right on the jaw.
That looked like that video out of Yellowstone a few weeks ago. And McDonough now driving Dan Hausen out of the ring to the floor.
I mean, you can't complain of McDonough being out here with all these Mini-Hausens running around. There you go.
McDonough came out first.
Oh, and it just so happened that the Mini-Hausens were hiding under the ring. Is that right?
Yeah,
no, it was a plan, all a plot. Another practical joke by this.
I think Dan Hausen said his name. Joe Hendry, guitar in hand. Remember what happened to him at the hands of the Judgment Day and boxer Ryan Garcia this past Monday on Raw.
Págata.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
He just came out here to steal the money himself.
And now Joe Hendry trying to get Dan Hausen.
Métele. Nieta con tu guitarra para el carajo. Igual que ella quiere.
And Dan Hausen and Dominic Mysterio both into the ring, same time. And Dominic now with a kick to the face. Dominic looking to climb the ropes, looking to head up to the top rope. Dan Hausen intercepting from behind.
Things are getting a little frazzled at this point, and both men agonizingly close to that bag of dosh.
Dan Hausen up top.
No.
Shots to the midsection.
That was a nasty landing for Dan Hausen.
Dominic trying to get his hands on the human monies.
He's got it.
And win this thing. And Dominic was cursed. He was cursed. He was cursed again by Dan Hausen.
An explosion.
And Dan Hausen now with an opportunity. Dan Hausen wins human monies on a pole.
Here is your winner, Dan Hausen.
I cannot be the only one who is sick to death of this guy's private cosmic gag reel, to which we are all the joke.
I don't know, I just gave him a standing ovation.
Dios, ese no era
Give me assist to Joe Hendry.
¿Eso no era qué?
Darth Vader.
Oh no, they're not going to do another concert, are they?
Darth Vader, si te lo Jedi cuando le quitan la máscara, ¿no?
This is the invasion of the Mini-Hausens that was quickly
un tipo calvo, se pintó toda la calva de blanco de la Hausen, pero se parece a Darth Vader. Era calvo, se pintó toda la calva.
One Mini-Hausen who had a little too much skill for our Irish friend, and that was this Torito Hausen, as Michael Cole likes to call him, causing maximum chaos until Joe Hendry appeared.
Como yo sé que ahí no hay chavos de verdad, si no, regálalos al público, devuélvanle algo.
But not as valuable as the bag of money and the curse that tugged down Dirty Dom Mysterio and the miscreant Danhausen steals the cash again.
Here's some advice for JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. Just give up. Just be done with it. Let Danhausen have his fun. What is he doing? Hey, wait a minute.
El Torito Hausen.
Ahí va, mira lo que tú dijiste.
Hey, over here, I'm your biggest fan.
And we're gonna have a big barbell later. Throw some to the lads on the desk.
Eso tiene que ser dinero de embuste.
No, esa gente tiene chavo.
No, es de embuste. Es el dinero de él.
I think it's the real deal because the referee just pocketed one.
Son los ¿cómo es? Danhausen Monies.
You still don't deserve one 30 years deep.
Here, get us! Here!
We're your biggest fans.
Yes, there you go. Wait. Yes! Look at this! Look at this! I got a Danhausen dollar! 100 human monies! 100 human monies!
Ay, gol.
War Games.
Y este anuncio, Houston, Texas, Survivor Series.
Sí.
SummerSlam Sunday is brought to you by Chumba Casino. Step into the ring, play hundreds of free casino-style games, and smash boredom. Let's Chumba. Well, you know, WWE Radio is now available on Sirius XM channel 156. Hey, let's listen to how NXT's Nick Joseph and Booker T are calling all the action.
Corbin's got the title right into Trick's face with the championship. Turning around, Corbin grabs Trick, center of the ring, end of days.
¿Quién falta ahora?
Here we go. And it's the end of days to Trick Reed. KO is back. It is Kevin Owens. Owens in the cover, hooking that outside leg.
Falta Penta y el main event. Y ya.
Tell me he didn't just say that, sucker. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota, looks to win his first singles title against the spectacular Penta. It's next.
¿Qué es lo que falta? Penta y el main event.
Son cinco luchas nada más hoy.
¿De lucha? ¿Ya?
Boost blood flow where it counts.
Se fue.
And help you last longer.
La primera. Después Baron Corbin. La escalera y esta ahora. Los Human Monies. Sí, no queda nada.
Escalera. Baron Corbin. La primera. Danhausen. Son 4.
Y faltan 2, te dije.
Son 6. Verdad que son 6.
Por eso falta la de Penta que va bien ahora. Y el main event. No queda más nada. ¿Cómo te digo? Van 4 luchas. La primera estuvo más o menos. La primera fue por el regreso de Kevin Owens. La segunda es un skip. La lucha de escalera. Mano, esa Lash Legend me sacó de la lucha. Pero por lo menos ganó Chelsea. Y la de ahora ha sido mejor por el momento que el que ayer. ¿Qué te parece? ¿Qué piensas?
Sí, yo le doy una. Ahora, una C. Ayer era una C menos, hasta ahora tiene C. Human Monies.
Los Human Monies.
I believe in your Hendrix. Vamos a ver qué pasa.
April 2027, WrestleMania 43 is live from Riyadh.
The greatest live event in entertainment.
But the celebration comes to New York City. Join the official WrestleMania 43 watch party at the Infosys Theater at MSG. And when each night of WrestleMania ends, the action continues live and in person with AAA Eternal Glory and NXT Stand and Deliver. Plus, more fan experiences to be announced. Your WrestleMania experience comes to life. Register now to be the first to receive ticket information.
Sí.
Hey Wade, Club WWE's officially open. This is the Ultimate Insider membership, built for the fans who never miss a moment. Becoming a founding member and get access to Members Shop, priority ticket access, points and rewards.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
You won't find anywhere else. Go to WWE.com/ClubWWE and become a member. Hey, the legends are here tonight at SummerSlam. How about the Killer Bees? Jim Brunzell, Ryan Blair, legends enjoying SummerSlam tonight. The model Wade is here. Rick Martel.
Mira para allá.
El Invader número 1 y el Invader número 2.
From right here in Minnesota, the great Gagne is here. A wrestling legend here in Minnesota, and of course, one of the all-time greats, Molly Holly.
Rick Martel.
Buttering up to the Minnesota crowd. Hey, Wheatley American Vodka. And WWE proud to be joined tonight by Master Sergeant Shane Trisco from Minneapolis St. Paul Joint Air Reserve Station here in Minnesota. Wheatley raises a glass to Master Sergeant Shane Trisco and all retired and active members of the U.S. military. Thank you for your service. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota has been waiting for this moment. Chad Gable in his hometown looking to win a title from Penta.
Vamos, papi, vamos. Dame un espectáculo hoy, por favor. Como lo diste en AAA, con lo de Grande Americano. Vamos.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Vamos a quitárselo, vamos a quitárselo. Vamos a quitárselo. Tú lo mereces. Vamos allá.
Chad Gable's wife, his kids in the front row told me earlier today his mom and dad, his brother and sister, his nephews, his in-laws are all here tonight to watch Chad Gable attempt to
Ahí gana Chad Gable, está la familia ahí también.
In WWE.
Oh, es que no hay break. Chad Gable no puede no perder. No puede no ganar, perdón. Y mira, el público está detrás, o sea, si no gana, muchacho.
A lot of stories to talk about in this matchup, including the pressure that is on this young man performing here tonight. We're going to get into all of that in just a moment as Chad Gable looks to feed off this crowd here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's not a crowd who came here to see Chad Gable attempt to win the Intercontinental title. They came to see him win the Intercontinental title.
The state of Minnesota represented on his boots, the colors of the NFL's Minnesota Vikings on his tights and knee pads.
Pero miedo. ¡Ah! Ya, viste que el viernes pasado hicieron una lucha, una Black y fueron los Lucha Brothers.
¿Cómo?
Después que se acabó el programa.
Oh, un dark match.
Un dark match. Era Dominic Mysterio y JD contra
Penta y Rey Phoenix.
Penta y Rey Phoenix. Ya lo quedó brutal.
That cost Chad Gable nearly a year of his career. It was Chad Gable not being able to beat luchadors, which forced him to Mexico on this quest to learn the lucha libre style, which led him down into this downward spiral that all started over the fact that he couldn't win the Intercontinental Championship. Can Chad Gable rewrite this novel here tonight? This match is brought to you tonight by Wheatley American Vodka. Wheatley is the undisputed champ of smooth. It's 10 times distilled because cutting corners isn't American. Tonight, they celebrate the superstars aiming to achieve their own American dream. Grab an American Mule today with Wheatley, the official vodka of WWE. Please enjoy responsibly. The official in this match, Eddie Arango, the Intercontinental Championship, which has played such a huge role in the lore of SummerSlam. 91, Minnesota's Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart. 92, Bulldog and Hart in Wembley. 1995, Shawn and Razor in a ladder match. 98, Triple H and The Rock in a ladder match. 2003, Gunther and McIntyre. And tonight, in 2026, Gable and Penta for the Intercontinental Gold. So Wade, let's talk pressure. There is a ton of pressure on the shoulder of Chad Gable here tonight, trying to win the championship in his hometown, in front of his family and friends. You've had the opportunity to compete in your hometown.
Pressure affects everybody differently. Some people, it crushes. Other people, the likes of Roman Reigns, the likes of Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, etc. It heightens their senses. It gives them an extra gear that the rest of us simply cannot find. The question for Gable is, does he have that gear? We're going to find out tonight.
And did his study of Lucha Libre, and of course, being under the mask for a long time before that mask versus mask match against the original El Grande Americano. Did that teach Gable something that's going to help him knock off Penta tonight?
Well, Chad Gable started out as a parody of a luchador, but learned a deep respect for the art of Lucha Libre and certainly picked up a hell of a lot of skills on the way, and some of those skills we're now seeing in the early goings.
Yeah, and Chad Gable showing very little nerves in the early going, but that boot collapsed the jaw of Gable.
Talking about no nerves, this is a guy he's up against in Penta who simply has no fear. The epitome of a fighting champion who's taken on all comers and beaten all comers.
Gable rushing into a backbreaker by Penta. Cover now, hook to the leg, and a kick out by Gable.
Take another look at this flush kick, bang on the money from Penta. Not just
esta gente no se tumban los dientes. Será un misterio por el resto de mi vida.
No, porque se dan sabemos que es rutina y qué sé yo, pero se dan los cantazos en la boca.
Por eso.
No, y no sangran tampoco.
No sangran, no se dejan con un moretón o algo.
Chad Gable, his third in his career. And Penta, now look at the Penta driver. Gable able to counter momentarily. Catches Penta. There's the power of Gable. So deceptively powerful, and he turns it into a German suplex.
Yeah, power plus technique plus conditioning has really been the Chad Gable story.
Yeah, he works out at his home gym, which is known as the Shack. Here's the cover, and Penta kicks out at 2.
I mean, most human beings would never even contemplate trying a bridge like that, let alone bridging all the way into it from a standing base. And add on to that the fact that you're grappling with a 220-pound superstar like Penta.
And Gable, a man who represented the United States in the 2012 Olympics. Now, you saw Gable go shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Mentioned earlier the shoulder injury that had been sustained by Gable.
Ay, acho, ay.
PTSD there for Gable if he tweaked that shoulder again. Looks to have shrugged it off now, though.
Yeah, Penta was going for a backstabber. Gable quickly down to the top rope.
God, how nimble is Chad Gable?
Oh, and a kick as he came down with a moonsault. Penta with a great counter. Cover now by the champ. Hooks both legs. Gable kicks out.
Well, Penta almost had a sixth sense for what was coming there. Knew full well Chad was going to leap with that moonsault and just busted him right on the jaw with a kick. Bang! Pinpoint accuracy and timing from the champ. And this is when it gets interesting, when both men have a couple of knocks on their body. Can they move quite as well as they were in the early goings? Who's going to be affected more?
And a spectacular Penta as Gable gets his boots up. And Gable, nice takedown, looking for an ankle lock here on Penta. Ankle lock, center of the ring. Penta able to send Gable over the top rope into the floor. And now Penta with a tope con hilo.
That was about as high risk as it gets, just about catching Gable. I've noticed Gable again.
Esta gente se tira como Jey Uso, mano.
Maximum damage
Sí, igualito.
to the shoulder of Chad Gable, and that's now a concern.
Penta lives and dies by high risk, as you see here. Again, champion's advantage. Gable has to pin or submit Penta to win the title. On account of Gable back into the ring.
I mean, Gable was trying to hide that shoulder issue a few moments ago in the match. He can't hide it now and is screaming in agony. And it's affecting Gable in a major way.
Oh, the Penta driver, covered now by Penta. Gable at 2, a near fall.
Well, Gable kicking out astonishingly on that one, but I have bigger questions about Chad Gable and what can he actually do in that ring if that shoulder is as bad as it looks.
Are you saying that Penta has realized the shoulder is acted up again? Do we know that?
I don't know that 100%. That landing on the outside that really seemed to exacerbate that damage. Penta wasn't actually looking at it, but what's happening is Chad Gable keeps grabbing the shoulder, and that's the tell. And if Penta sees that, he is going to go for it with a major bullseye.
And Penta with a chop to Gable, drops him to his knees. Gable is not afraid to stand toe-to-toe with his opponents.
Ya lo me estoy aburriendo. Me estoy aburriendo.
Fíjate yo, ¿no?
Penta over the top and sent into the corner. Cover by Gable. Looking to win the championship. Kick out by Penta at 2.
Mira, vaya.
What cannot do here, Wade, is get frustrated.
Chad está sangrando.
But especially with that shoulder that will frustrate anybody. I think Chad Gable's got a little bit of blood on his head too. He's been bashed around a ton in this one already. And if he's smart, he'll try and end it here. And with Penta a long way out, this is going to take a giant leap from Chad Gable, but he's capable.
Gable got caught. Oh no, bad shoulder and all. He does not want this. He does not want this from Penta. Penta focusing on the shoulder.
And Chad can't defend himself here.
And there's the sacrifice, which will dislocate your shoulder. Covered by Penta. Gable kicks out. But how much damage was done?
Well, Gable is a competitor. He's going to keep on fighting. But you're right, Michael Cole, with that shoulder clearly busted as you like right now.
Ay, por Dios, qué show del Buster ni nada, por Dios. Ya todo el resto de su carrera va a estar con eso del hombro.
Yeah, this is a fight. Penta will do anything he needs to do to retain the championship.
I'm sorry.
Oh! Says I'm sorry. Penta knows full well Chad Gable would do exactly the same thing if the roles were reversed right now. It's about winning.
Looking for the Mexican destroyer. Gable, though, somehow able to counter, rolls through, ankle lock by Gable. And now it's Penta that's in trouble. Gable sent back to the far corner.
Yeah, is that shoulder weakness something that is able to bust out quickly from that ankle lock? Regardless, Penta back on top, but no.
And look at Gable, he's got a 5 count here. That armbar applied now to Penta.
Well, you can't get a tap out from there, but you can hamper your opponent with that move, and it looks like Chad Gable succeeded.
Yeah.
Right to the midsection.
Yeah, this one's breaking down in a big way now. Both men making minor mistakes that are getting capitalized on.
Gable, German suplex on the apron.
Oh, that was a horrific landing there for Penta. Bounce to the outside. Of course, we know Gable cannot win the title on a count out.
Gable doing anything in his power to take out Penta. Gonna go high risk here. Up to the top rope. Moonsault by Gable.
Uy, lo cogió completo.
There's some of those lucha skills we talked about earlier. As well-rounded as it gets now is Chad Gable, but can he secure the gold here?
Penta sent back into the ring by Gable. Gable now with an opportunity. Gable quickly trying to make it to the top rope. Penta's in trouble. Chad Gable looking to fly here. This is vintage Gable with a flying headbutt. Injured his shoulder though. Penta kicks out at 2.
And you saw the issue on the pin, immediately grabbing that left shoulder again. This was a picture perfect. Oh, let's see this one first. Hold on. This is what set it up, the German suplex on the outside. And this was just a picture perfect moonsault to the outside and then following it up with a beautiful dive, an absolute bullseye. But Chad Gable really couldn't hook a tight pin here with one arm. And again, how do you win the match with one good arm if you're Chad Gable? All that technique, all that specialty that you have, kind of out the window now.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about Chad Gable because he just can't use the left arm, Wade.
I mean, you can use it, but what's it at? 20% strength, it's almost worthless here. You've got to be able to be creative if you're Chad Gable in this situation.
Gable now.
Ay, se fastidió.
Penta from the second row. Mexican Destroyer on the apron.
And I don't know if that connected.
No lo cogió completo.
But it certainly got some.
It may not matter, Wade. Into the cover to retain the championship. Gable able to power out somehow at 2.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if that had hit as crisply as Penta had intended, that would have been a clear knockout.
Great point.
But you see, Chad Gable somehow able to roll through. It might be a sense of perhaps exhaustion in Penta, but it was damn close, and he's not going to make that mistake twice.
Penta measuring Gable, trying to make it to his feet in the center of the ring. Penta looking for the Mexican Destroyer, picked out of the air, ankle lock by Gable, ring counter by Gable, ankle lock in now. Will he make Penta tap? No, Penta tap. Can Penta tap out here?
Cinched in deep, middle of the ring, long way from the ropes, although he's dragging himself closer, cranking it up now.
Yeah, but
Chad Gable.
Gable's got it locked in. Penta just to the rope, pulled back to the middle of the ring. Gable's got a chance here. Will Penta tap?
Oh!
Gable's done it! Gable's done it! Gable's the champion!
Here is your winner,
Se acabó. Chad Gable ganó.
Chad Gable!
How sweet it is! After years and years of near misses, Chad Gable has finally done it. Chad Gable wins the first singles championship of his storied career.
And all of that pressure just dissipated, replaced by emotion. There's that attempt from Penta to put this one away. Looking to follow it up a second time around, but the ultimate reversal, this
Y él se cortó la frente.
to the warrior that he is, scrambling, fighting tooth and nail to get the
La
hell
frente o
out
el
of that.
cachete.
Chad Gable says no,
La
not
frente.
tonight. Locks it in.
Eso que eso es el residuo del sangrado que él tenía.
His wife, his kids, and now the emotion pouring out of this man, Chad Gable. And Wade, for those of us who have been along for this decade ride of Chad Gable, for those of us who know what this man has gone through, the different characters and changes in his life, the trials and tribulations and the downward spirals, but it finally pays off. Wade, you know better than anyone, this business will give
Ve que está sangrando de nuevo de la frente.
back tonight to Chad Gable.
Mira, el nene está disfrazado de él. Contra el papá el papá es un gigantón y él salió enano.
Pero ¿quién falta? Hermana, hermano, los sobrinos. Puñeta. Pero ¿por qué vamos a hablar? No, pero ¿por qué vamos a hablar? Esa, yo entiendo.
And I was born, raised, and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is my family who stood by me through the highs and lows, all the way to this moment right now, when I can finally say, I am the Intercontinental Champion!
How can you not love this? The epitome of never say die, of never give up.
¿Y quién es este?
La mascota de la universidad.
No.
Hasta la mascota. Faltó la maestra de kinder, la de primero, la de segundo, la de tercero. Digo, esta estupidez.
Pero se ve que le va a meter, no sé, lo va a traicionar o algo. Mira quién está ahí.
¿Listos para hacer historia, mi gente? They say Triple Mania couldn't get any bigger. They were grown. For the first time ever, 2 nights,
chicos,
2 cities, 1 historic.
Lo que faltó.
Y por tu increíble demanda, Night 1 moves to the MGM Grand Garden Arena en Las Vegas. And then,
¿en dónde originalmente era? Que lo movieron al MGM Grand.
Nos vemos
en Luxor. Parece que estaban vendiendo bien las taquillas y se movieron para allá, para MGM.
Un sitio más grande.
Sí, más grande.
Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Pre-sales start tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. Tickets go on sale to the general public this Tuesday, 10 a.m.
Pues mira, estoy planificando ir en verano.
El que viene, el verano que viene.
Don't miss night 1 of this historic 2-night event live in Las Vegas. Then on the following night, Saturday, September 12th, Ryan Garcia and Carna Ben face off for the welterweight championship at T-Mobile Arena. Tickets available on Axis.com. It's a huge Mexican Independence Day weekend in Las Vegas. Coming up next, it is our main event. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins.
Tienen 1 hora completa.
Eso no va a durar 1 hora.
10-year anniversary.
This country was built for those willing to take a chance. We don't wait for opportunity.
Son las 8.
America is the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ven y empiezan como a las 8:30.
Fortune favors the brave. True power belongs where it starts.
Media hora hablando mierda, ¿no?
We're the people.
Márcalo, son las 8:08. Vamos a ver a qué hora suena la campana. Porque imagínate, esta gente Mira, en la primera hora nada más hubo 2 luchas. Y entre las 2 luchas duraron 17 minutos. En la primera hora.
Comerciales.
¿Qué hice aquí? Ah. Oye, tenemos que hablar. No ahora, pero... ¿Por qué tú pones Wilson?
A ver dónde está.
La WWE había publicado.
¿Quién?
La WWE había publicó reciente, me imagino. Un video, una lista de los 25 mejores momentos de SummerSlam. Más impactantes en la historia de SummerSlam. Pues... tenemos que discutirlos, enumerarlos después.
A ver.
A ver si estamos de acuerdo.
Mira para allá, ahora estoy viendo acá. Que todavía está de Chelsea porque subió la familia. ¿Quién es la gordita esa que tiene el chancleta en de dedo?
¿La mamá? Digo, la camisa negra.
Camisa negra, pantalón corto o falda, yo no sé.
Pues esa es la mamá.
¿Está enferma o algo?
No sé, pa, no la critique, no seas malo.
Mira esos pies, que no se pudo lavar primero, ustedes sabían.
No lo puedo ver más.
Mira esos pies.
Gemma, listen to me. You can do something I didn't know was possible. You can bring demons back to the human world permanently.
Insidious Out of the Further, rated PG-13.
Money in the Bank is coming to Smoothie King Center in New Orleans Saturday, October 10th. Tickets are on sale now. Money in the Bank will air live right here.
WWE debería no tirar un evento este mes. Dejar que las cosas respiren un poco.
Y hay algo, yo creo que un Saturday Event, creo que hay, ¿verdad?
No sé, pero no me sorprendería que al final en agosto tengan un evento de algo. Un Saturday Main Event está bien. Hablo de un pay-per-view por los últimos años, por ejemplo el año pasado. SummerSlam y al final del mes Clashing Paris.
Bueno, lo que están anunciando nada más es Survivor Series, que es en noviembre, eso que están anunciando.
No, y acaban de anunciar Money in the Bank, pero ese es para octubre.
Ah, mira, está bien, ese es para octubre también.
Rollins will leave with the World Heavyweight Championship.
Pero no han anunciado nada de septiembre.
And still. And for Roman Reigns to retain Big E, Roman has to forget about the betrayal. He has to forget about Shield, chair, lore. Put all that aside. Remember who you are. You're bigger, you're faster, you're stronger. You're the OTC. Remember who you are. Well, these
Tú eres una receta de farmacia. Over the counter.
And speaking of local favorites, what do you say we head just behind us to NFL superstar, WWE superfan,
Son las 8:14.
Justin Jefferson.
Seguimos.
Minnesota, what's good? Minnesota, what's good?
Ya lo dijiste, imbécil.
Oh, nah, y'all not loud enough for me. Y'all not loud enough. I said, what's good? Yeah. I need y'all to have that same energy because y'all know what time it is. It's time for the main event. So let's get it!
Hello, my brother.
Bueno, en lo que ellos siguen, vengo ahora.
We were committed to the cause. We were committed to take over.
14 years. You and I have been tied together. There is one thing that you have not been able to do. Beat me.
I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you.
Bien, cliente.
Own you. WrestleMania 31, I cashed in on your ass and sent your whole family home in tears. Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every single time. I own you.
Seth Rollins is the Tribal Chief's #1 hater. What if you do beat me at SummerSlam? You're gonna carry it for a couple of months and get hurt again? Some people just can't handle the pressure and the burden of being the top guy around here.
I'm the only real superstar that WWE has.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore? This man is his own mountain.
Acknowledge me. After all these years, he still needs a Money in the Bank briefcase to become champion. You're #2, always gonna be a #2. I'm #1, always gonna be #1. And just acknowledge it, bitch. I need to beat you.
My brother, I will always love you.
Little brother, I hate you. At SummerSlam, I'll show you what #1 looks like.
You will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins.
Conócelo, perra.
There's an interesting story, Wade, about the gear that Seth Rollins is wearing tonight. He said the white and these colors indicate that he believes his redemption arc is complete tonight. He returns from injury and is on a path to revenge that was signified by the All Black. And the depth of the Visionary tonight is his rebirth.
I mean, the outfit is one thing, Michael Cole. The not-so-subtle Shield references to me are far more important. That is a vivid, visceral signal to the man he's competing against tonight. I still own you just like I did 12 years ago.
Dime que este no está haciéndole tributo a Mascarita Sagrada o algo así. O a Buzz Lightyear, no me chave.
Hey, this match tonight, our main event, is brought to you by Wake Stop. Made to order, always fresh. Don't miss any of the action. Get flavor delivered to your door at WakeStop.com.
Olvídate de la máscara, mira el atuendo, los colores, son a chill.
Se volvió gay. ¿Qué dice la gente? Holy shit.
Roman Reigns.
Mira, lo hicieron de Street Fighter.
La verdad, lo que habíamos hablado ayer.
It is interesting that the infamous steel chair delivered to Roman Reigns 12 years ago that would dissolve one of the great groups in WWE history known as the Shield would actually lead to the birth of two of the greatest singles competitors of the last decade in WWE. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have become pioneers of this era. They never left WWE. They got us to where we are today. And now, once and for all tonight, they both want to shed the obsession that they have had with each other for the past 12 years. Roman Reigns, of course, had the 4th longest reign as undisputed champion in history at 1,316 days. Behind only Hulk Hogan, Minnesota's own Bob Backlund, and Bruno Sammartino. But he had a lot of help during that reign in the name of the Bloodline. Wade, Roman Reigns wants this reign to be different. He wants to do everything on his own. And so far, starting at WrestleMania, when he beat CM Punk for the title, he has done just that.
Okay, you can want to do something a certain way, but if the way you want to do it is failing, the temptation is to fall back on old habits, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
8:25.
Two men who have dominated SummerSlam over the last 10 years. Roman Reigns with a record of 7-1. Seth Rollins with a record of 8-2. Last year, Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank on CM Punk. A few months later, he had to relinquish the world title due to injury. And tonight, he wants to win back the championship he never lost. Let's head up to our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
Ay, no puede ser. Se me fue la pantalla.
¿Qué fue?
Sí. Ah, mi feed del evento. Digi, digi, digi. Ya.
Following contest.
Ya recuperé.
For one fall.
One fall.
The world heavy
8:27.
Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. Opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the world heavyweight champion.
sí.
Sean Bennett will be the official of the World Heavyweight Championship match tonight. Roman Reigns told me this week that this is about him proving to the world that he's moved on, that he's matured, that he's put the Shield in his rearview mirror. In many ways, Seth Rollins needs to close this chapter and end his obsession with Roman Reigns as well.
Yeah, to me, Cole, words from both men. Put them aside. All those feelings of resentment, bitterness, brotherhood, betrayal, they're all coming flooding back the second this bell rings.
8:30, a ver, empezó exactamente a las 8:30, sonó la campana.
Porquería.
A symbol of the days of old, as Seth continues to play mind games with the OTC.
Yeah, I mean, the OTC, as always, a picture of ice-cold confidence externally, but you know internally there is just a mania building in his mind right now. And the ghost of Christmas past right there, Seth Rollins, continues to haunt the island of relevancy.
This is our main event of SummerSlam Sunday.
Santo Dios, 1 minuto y todavía no se... Gracias a Dios. The talking is over.
Big fight feel here tonight at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota as Roman Reigns looks to outpower Rollins early on.
1, 2, 3.
Power was always going to be Roman Reigns' advantage here.
How does Roman keep his championship tonight?
He has to keep the red mist from descending, that neurosis.
Tú tienes a Seth Rollins, yo tengo a
as best he can. If he gets emotional,
Roman Reigns ganando.
I promise you, Seth Rollins is going to exploit that crack and turn it into a major chasm. And Seth Rollins, right from the off, just toying with Roman Reigns, trying to make him fray.
You mentioned the 1,316-day reign of Roman Reigns as champion. It ended because Roman Reigns let his emotions get the best of him at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins came to the ring and it allowed Cody Rhodes to win the title. Roman Reigns has never forgotten that night. So if you're Rollins, how do you beat Reigns to win a 7th world title tonight?
You make Reigns come unglued. Look, everyone's aware that physically speaking, very few can match the all-round abilities of Roman Reigns. Although, let's face it, Seth Rollins gets a hell of a lot closer than most. What you have to do is throw Roman off his game and stop moments like this.
Rollins with a leapfrog. Went for the side headlock. Rollins with one of his own. Set now. Across the ring. Fast pace to start things here. Roman Reigns got turned around a bit, and Rollins turns it into a sling blade.
Yeah, and again, a speed, a technical advantage has to go to Rollins, and there's really not much between either of them at any level here.
It's interesting, two of the most popular, most respected superstars in the world.
Yes, they are, but there is a historical ledger between these two whenever they encounter.
every single time.
And it's completely one-sided in favor of Rollins.
Again, Reigns missed wildly. Seth Rollins now teeing off on the champion Roman Reigns.
Well, Seth is just baiting Roman in at this point. He's inside the head of Roman, and again, pure power winning out, but again!
Well, he's been inside the head of Roman most of Roman's career. Every big match they've had, Seth Rollins wins. And Roman explodes out of the corner with a clothesline.
Yeah, this is some rage inside Roman now. A little catharsis temporarily, perhaps.
Reigns across the ring, missed wildly. Rollins with a kick right to the knee. Drops Roman Reigns to a knee. Super kick to the face.
And again, Rollins is countering everything that Roman's trying. And this historical ghost that haunts Roman is continuing right now. That is how you get in the head of the OTC.
Well, you heard what Rollins said, right? He believes he's the architect of Roman Reigns, that he created the Reigns that we see today.
Well, right now, we are seeing the psyche of Roman Reigns being shattered.
Oh, Rollins, nobody home. Roman Reigns using some quickness and a big jumping clothesline to take Rollins down. Roman now into the corner. And now it's Roman's turn to punish Rollins. Oh, and a big boot.
Yeah, this is a sustained moment of authority for Roman in this match for the first time. Sending a little something back the way of Seth freaking Rollins.
And Roman's starting to settle in a bit now. You can feel it. Locked and loaded.
Una de las movidas más tanganas, el Superman Punch.
Roman went for the Superman Punch. Rollins able to turn it around with a forearm of his own. And now Seth sends Roman over the top rope to the floor.
And these counters are Seth telling Roman, I know you better than you know yourself.
Rollins across the ring, suicide dive, driving Reigns back first to the barricade.
Very little that Roman is trying is working thus far.
And Rollins again driving Roman into the barricade, and the champion's reeling. And Roman's starting to feel it. Rollins now driving Roman into the Spanish announce desk.
Seth Rollins dominando.
Listen, Cole, you've been ringside for the entirety of Roman Reigns' career. He does not have off nights. He does not have kryptonite unless Seth Rollins is there.
Great way to describe it.
Dominando los primeros 7 minutos de la lucha.
He's the only one.
Rollins now clearing the Spanish announce desk. The official Sean Bennett telling Rollins to get back in the ring and break the count. You have to believe the official's going to have a lot of leeway in this big title match tonight.
Oh, no doubt about that. No one wants to see this one blown up for a minor
He went well once too often, and Roman Reigns made him pay for it with the right hand.
Yeah, it was just too much of a weight there for Roman Reigns, and Seth made a critical error.
And a drive-by by Roman.
Well, Seth opened the door, and he can only blame himself for that one.
And now Seth Rollins trying to regroup and gather himself.
Well, look, Roman made a few errors in the early goings of this one, but that was Seth's error that has allowed Roman back into this, and that is a mistake you cannot afford to make with the OTC.
Roman Reigns, now he climbs into the crowd to go after Rollins. And again, I mentioned there's going to be a lot of leeway that the official's going to let these two get away with tonight. So much on the line in this matchup. Not just the championship, but the respect.
I mean, for both men at this point, strategy clearly out the window. This has just turned into a violent brawl here Hopefully both guys keeping their eyes on what is really at stake, which is the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, the absolute disdain that these two have for one another. One of the greatest rivalries of this era.
We talked about it earlier, though. It's crucial to keep in control, keep control of your faculties, keep control of where you're trying to head in this one.
And now look at Rollins utilizing that stanchion to the midsection of Reigns. Roman breathing heavily.
Referee really giving a ton of leeway, as you mentioned, Cole, and rightly so. Nobody wants this thing thrown out. I said let him fight.
That's what they're doing.
Oh, God.
And a suplex onto the steel.
But I'll tell you right now, just bolts of lightning shooting up the spine of Seth Rollins, detonating right at the top, straight into his brain. And that is devastating for Rollins.
Es que eso es lo malo,
Physically, he's not going to be the same for the rest of this match.
Descalificación, porque no hacen el conteo.
Ay.
Well, like a knee lift right to the jaw of Roman, just in the nick of time there from.
No, y exacto, no. ¿Y qué hace el referee contando? ¿Qué vas a contar? Llevan rato afuera.
High knee by Rollins.
Mira, Seth rompió el conteo.
Both men looking wiped out at this stage, but we know they can ratchet through the gears. We've seen it time and again, and Seth Rollins looks like he's got some major plans here.
Roman just trying to stand up, trying to use the barricade to balance.
Roman's in a battle for survival, and Seth Rollins has bloodlust in his eyes.
Blocking Reigns. Rollins with a full head of steam. Look out! Shield bomb!
The real Roman Reigns has just awakened.
Seth Rollins' body buckling.
Well, Rollins cooked up something devious, but it backfired and powered through that table by the OTC, who has swung this one around.
Get back in here, let's go. The official admonishing Roman Reigns to break the count. The champion back into the ring momentarily. Roman having some fun with the Minnesota Vikings here at ringside, mocking Rollins' football ability.
Well, Roman, something that's completely renewed. We've seen this from him in the past, back from the dead. And with bad intent in mind.
Let me show you how we do it on night 2, young man.
What does Roman have in mind? More punishment for Seth Rollins. Going to use all announce table. No! Rollins going to turn the tables. Rollins with the bomb through the announce table.
Okay.
Absolutamente asqueroso como cayó. Yo estoy sufriendo aquí.
The side of the ring here, a scene of utter devastation.
It looks like a car crash.
Enjoying themselves, but these competitors clearly not. And now, crucially, a count has started.
Ay, por Dios, ¿por qué vas a contar ahora?
A count out would keep the title around the waist of Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has to get Reigns back in the ring, or at least break the count.
But even you know Roman Reigns doesn't want it ended like this. Roman Reigns wants a definitive victory over the ghost of his past. Seth Rollins, he might not get it.
The official at 7. The officials at 7. Reigns and Rollins trying to come through. We're at a count of 8 now.
Rollins is close. Reigns a million miles off.
A count of 9. Rollins beats the count. Reigns beats the count.
Empatados. Bombazo, bombazo. Mesa por mesa.
Cover for the title. And a kick out.
El árbitro quejándose, es adentro, no es afuera.
La pedigree que ya no acaba luchas. No, it's not. Es medio. Todavía le falta. Ustedes están locos. What?
I mean, it's lunacy that these two are even moving at this point, but one man is moving better.
Tú explotas una mesa y ya, this is awesome.
Rollins is in position. Roman Reigns trying to make it back to his feet. Rollins was looking for a stop, but he ran into a Superman punch. Covered by the champion. Hook to the leg. Rollins got the shoulder up at 2.
Está mejor que la de Cody Punk, pues eso sí.
Seth Rollins, who has no clue where he's at right now, going in for the kill and simply beaten to the punch by the OTC.
Wait, are the emotions starting to run through Reigns' brain? What do I need to do to beat him? How can I beat him?
I got to be honest with you, at this point in the match, this deep in the match, it's not about emotion, it's about who has those championship instincts, who has the drive, who has the grit, who can fight through this. Faculties are simply not firing in the mind as they were, but there's the prize on the line.
Two of the most important figures in the history of WWE are battling it out tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship. To be the man in this business. Will it be Reigns? Will it be Rollins?
If you're a betting man, you're putting the house on Roman Reigns right now.
Not quite sure I take that bet. Went for the spear, leapfrog by Rollins, and now Seth with a stomp. Seth with a stomp for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here's the cover. Roman is in it. Roman kicks out.
Absolutely stunning from the OTC, dead and buried. And somehow digging his way back into this thing, going in for it, eating the turnbuckle of his own spear. He's rocked, he's rattled, and he's stomped by Seth freaking Rollins, but that is not enough when you're up against the OTC.
Rollins pulled an ace out of the deck, but Roman Reigns was able to kick out.
What's going through Seth's mind right now? What has Roman said this week? You'll never be A1. You'll always be in my shadow. You'll always be one level below me.
And that eats at Seth Rollins.
Seth wants to shove those words down the throat of Roman Reigns, and they might be about to do just that.
Rollins.
¿Una GTS? Ah, yo iba a decir.
This deep into a matchup when you've been bruised, battered, and bloody.
Yeah, two of the most well-conditioned men in WWE today.
We talked about it earlier in the show, those championship gears when the spotlight is the brightest. Do you have them, yes or no? These two have both proved it time and time again. They certainly do.
Massive crowd looking on as Rollins heads to the top rope, trying to control Roman Reigns here, trying to bring the world title home.
Roman Reigns is a big, big opponent to try and lift up from that position. Well, I don't think Seth has it in him right now.
And Roman with a headbutt, driving Rollins to the mat. Uh-oh, Rollins up top, he hooks Roman. Rollins with a superplex, and he's gonna roll through. Can he get Roman up? Looking for the Falcon Arrow, but no! Guillotine! Guillotine counter by Reigns! Guillotine by Reigns! Rollins is flailing! Is Rollins gonna tap?
That choke is locked in deep and struggling with a severe lack of power now. Is Seth freaking Rollins and he's fading, Cole.
Reigns has got it locked in. Rollins with nowhere to go. Now showing some signs of life.
It's frantic moments now for Seth freaking Rollins, and that is completely cinched in.
Ya, se acabó.
Like a constrictor around the waist of Rollins, looking to pass Rollins out.
I mean, you simply can't fight back from that position. You've got no. Oh, here we go.
Seth Rollins, though, still in this.
Seth needs to get to the ropes. This is only hope.
Rollins said, "Not yet, not yet. I got fight. I still got fight." Oh my God, talk about willpower. Talk about willpower. Seth Rollins trying to fight back to a vertical base.
Oh, this is completely insane. That is not a cruiserweight he's picking up there. That's one of the biggest on the roster.
And Rollins is able to
No, él no va a hacer lo que yo.
Around the face of Roman. Roman landed on his feet from behind. Spear by Reigns to retain. Seth kicked out. Rollins kicked out. How the hell did Rollins kick out?
Oh man, an action replay on that count, please, because I thought that was over. The entire stadium thought it was over. A flush spear right to the midsection of an exhausted Seth Rollins, and just about kicking out and keeping this one alive. Seth, you absolute freak of nature.
That was three. This bitch is a two. I'm the one. You heard me?
This bitch is the two, I'm the one.
You're number two. That's all I'll ever be. Boom. If you want to try to choose the one, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
See again, Roman's got to get in control of his emotions. Doesn't want to go down that rabbit hole again. It's cost him way too many
Inadmisible,
times.
Roman, inadmisible lo que va a hacer este hombre.
Is now descended in the mind of the OTC. Clarity has completely gone. And this could be a problem for Roman, despite the fact that he's in control here.
He continues to call himself A1. Bigger and better than Rollins. Does he believe it? Rollins with a spear! Rollins crawling to the cover! Seth's gonna do it here! Roman kicks out!
Roman kicks out at all!
An instant classic at SummerSlam!
But it was the goading by Roman Reigns, the taunting, the pie-facing.
And it almost cost him again.
Open that window for Seth to pull out this and almost steal it from Roman Reigns. And with it, the World Heavyweight Championship. And you've got to see the reaction in the arena. This is the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings team, loving what they're seeing.
Mind games continue. Lifting Roman up. Middle of the ring. Rollins with a buckle bomb to Reigns. And now, went for a stop. Caught by Roman. Reigns now. With a and a stop by Roman. A stop by Roman. A stop by Reigns. The cover. Rollins is alive. Rollins is alive.
He's alive.
Oh God, both men tonight at their supreme best at times, losing focus on the real prize of the World Heavyweight Champion, but driven by something else. I don't know if it's competition, if it's hatred.
It's about being the best. It's about being number one. That's what this is about. The top of the food chain. For 12 years, these two men have been fighting over who's on top, on who's the best. And tonight, that's what it's about. That's what they want to prove.
We're still waiting for the answer, Cole.
What a damn match.
I mean, how are you even stirring at this point? How are you not completely laid out? It's like they both get re-energized.
Invencible. Ahí se ve la vicisitudes de ambos atletas. Ya lo terminé, esto ya esta gente me está torturando. Malo.
Rollins brought up the bloodline.
Prefiero a Hugo.
¡Un poquito! I need to prove to you that I'm the man.
¡Ya!
Rollins le dijo, esta es la parte en donde viene el Bloodline a salvarte.
Sí.
No. Soy yo solo, papito.
Rollins thought he was getting the upper hand, but Rollins into the official. The official's down.
Inadvertent shot to the jaw of the official.
Oh, recuerda que habían dicho de que supuestamente habían intervenciones. Pero tú dijiste que a favor de Seth Rollins, ¿te acuerdas?
Sí.
Shield member.
Ref's got his bearings back too. Roman Reigns.
¿Para qué tumbaron al referee? No, ¿qué pasó? Se me fue otra vez. Corre.
Se fue el árbitro.
Otra vez.
Se fue el árbitro.
This is one of the damnedest matches.
¿Otra vez o
mira, hizo lo
de Dean Ambrose? Pero el árbitro se recuperó, se me fue la señal y ahora no lo veo de nuevo, está otra vez caído.
No, yo estoy viendo lo de... Ahora van a hacerle, te digo ahora. Le hicieron un espía al árbitro.
Ya.
¿Va?
When a referee is down cold, normal rules suddenly don't apply.
Chicos, suelta el teléfono y disfrútate de lo que estás viendo.
The weapon that started this all 12 years ago.
A blast from the past.
Much like the betrayal of 2014.
¿Quién viene?
With a steel chair in hand. Roman Reigns oblivious. No, he's not. Rollins neck down.
And Seth just took way too long. Yeah. That sword has suddenly switched hands.
Y ahora Roman Reigns va a coger la silla y no lo va a hacer.
And what a moment of catharsis this could be for Roman Reigns.
Cada vez que él le mete un sillazo le cuesta a Roman Reigns la lucha contra Seth Rollins. Cada suéltala, Roman, suéltala.
The obsession. I'll move past this. We're going to end this man to man.
Claro, pero qué drama, avancen.
Former brothers in arms, now bitter rivals, battling for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Just two heavyweights slugging it out in round 12 here, Cole.
Who's going to dig down deeper? Who's got a little bit more left?
Who is the better man?
Come on, Roman. Come on. Come on. Come on. Be the man. You want to be wrong.
Headbutt by Reigns. And another. Now taking out his anger on Seth Rollins with a kick to the midsection.
Just both men pushing way past breaking points.
Roman with a
Contra.
Superman punch.
And Seth stays up.
Pedigree. Turn the spear into a pedigree. Went for the stomp. Roman able to duck underneath. And I think Seth landed a bit gingerly on his ankle.
Still moving pretty down.
Adiantre.
Reigns is flatlined here. Reigns is done.
A diablo.
Top rope. Looking for a super stomp. Spear. There's still no referee. Another spear.
Y el referee.
Ahí viene alguien.
Y ahí viene el final.
Here is your
33 minutos duró la lucha.
the
champion, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
I don't even know what to say. Except that was one of the greatest main events I've witnessed at SummerSlam.
I don't think we have ever seen two competitors expend as much energy, as much violence, as much of their souls in pursuit.
Bueno, definitivamente esta fue la lucha del evento.
In tonight's main event, and Roman Reigns had the option to go cheaply, to take a cheat path to victory. He said, no, I need to beat Seth the right way. I need to show the world that I am the better man.
There was no bloodline. It was straight up one-on-one. And Roman Reigns retains the championship.
Veremos mañana qué pasa.
Well, seen a lot of title defenses from Roman Reigns, none more arduous than this. That was the pedigree out of nowhere. Seth Rollins going for this super stomp from the very top. A nimble Roman Reigns somehow pulling a spear out of nowhere after all these two had gone through. And here was spear number 2, driven into the sternum of Seth Rollins.
It was almost poetic that Roman Reigns would end this with not 1, not 2, but 3 spears. Remember the Shield, the brothers of 3. Justin Jefferson loving it at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns has now tied up all loose ends.
Everybody knows. One true champion, one real superstar. Anybody that
He finally got rid of all the skeletons in his closet. Roman Reigns exercised the vision.
Todo lo que dijo no se dio.
And for tonight, Roman Reigns proves he was just one step better.
Que le van a extender la mano para pararlo y abrazarlo. Le puso el puño.
And it is forever done. The final chapter. The book has closed.
Va a ocurrir una aparición como hacen todos los SummerSlam en los últimos años. El próximo retador de Roman. La música de Ova Femi, algo. ¿Dónde están los fuegos artificiales? No, no hay nada. Bueno, mi gente. Creo que le voy a dar un B a SummerSlam. Simplemente por ese main event. Y porque la noche 2 quedó mucho más entretenida que la noche 1.
La 1.
Por completo, que por mucho. Este negocio de 2 noches, que siempre la noche 1 queda bien basura y la noche 2 es como que tienen que distribuir mejor esas luchas.
Si no, papi, vuelve a lo de antes, a un evento de 4 horas y dame todas las luchas al mismo día.
Para mí, para WrestleMania funciona 2 noches, ok. Pero esta modalidad de que, digo, aquí también lo están haciendo, aniversario fue 2 noches.
En Triple Manía va a ser por primera vez
2 noches. Y ni siquiera va a ser corrido, va a ser una semana después.
Un día por el medio. No, un día por lo cambiaron también.
Lo cambiaron, ok, yo ni le presté atención.
Es un día, viernes 11.
Y entonces el domingo.
La Vega, domingo 13 en México.
Esa es otra. Es peor, como que 2 sitios.
Y compraste aquí para otros días, tienes que ir a Las Vegas, coger un vuelo para México para ir allá a ver a México.
Tienes un día para hacer eso. Bueno, mi gente, espero que les haya gustado este SummerSlam, directo, reaccionando mientras vemos SummerSlam 2026. Y
a ver qué pasa mañana por la noche.
Dios mediante, exacto, lo estaremos viendo mañana durante Monday Night Raw. Fue Ken McLaren.
Fue The Enforcer número 1.
Mi gente, se les quiere y los vemos en la próxima.
Gracias.